Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Jennifer. So at the current time, a lot of people are doing the self-quarantine or self-isolation during the COVID-19 situation. And so I know there are a lot of people who are cooking now who don't normally cook or just looking for new ideas. So what we're going to do today is like a crab English muffin, so to speak. So everything you need is right here: English muffin, some butter spread, seasoning of your choice, some lump or claw crab meat, whatever your preference is. I just have lump today. Black pepper Creole seasoning. Use whatever seasoning you want. I have 2 eggs already seasoned with Creole seasoning and pepper, and then some diced bell pepper and some onions. Okay, so what I've done here is I have added my onions and pepper, and I'm gonna just move those around. Don't worry about my spatula, the whiteness on it. It's the dishwasher messed it up. So that's what that is, if you're wondering. So now some people are not gonna do that long. The heat's kind of high because I don't have a toaster, so I toasted my muffin in the pan first. So the pan's still a little heated from that. Just do this for a few seconds, and then we're going to add in our lump crab meat, which I have already seasoned with a little Creole and black pepper. Use whatever seasoning you like, Old Bay, whatever. I just don't recommend that you use too much seasoning unless you've used the crab meat before, because you never really know how salty the meat is already. So just be careful with that. Okay, so I've just added the crab meat, and you just kind of want to toss that around and just saute it. It's already cooked. The lump meat that comes in the container, it's already cooked already. So remember, you don't need to cook the rawness out of it because it's not raw. So you are simply just sauteing it to your liking. It shouldn't take long at all. And then you're just really browning it a little bit. Then once you do that, we're going to pull all of this out and set it to the side. Okay, so at this point I have taken the crab meat and the bell pepper and onions, and I've set them off to the side. So you can see the crab meat now has a brownish color because they're just sauteing it. I've added a little spread to the pan because we're getting ready for the eggs. If you haven't already, go ahead and scramble your eggs in the bowl. And also, if you haven't already, you want to go ahead and get your muffins, your English muffin, toasted. I said before, I don't have a toaster. I don't toast things enough to do that. So I know people are like, you don't have a toaster? No, I don't. But whenever I want something toasted, I prefer it in the pan, to toast my stuff in the pan anyway. So once you've got that, I've washed the pan out from the crab meat. And so once you have got all of that squared away and you've reheated, I'm doing low, medium, low heat here. Go ahead and pour your egg in the pan. I'm going to tell you right now, this may not end up having a perfect shape at the end, but it will be good. Also, if you eat cheese, grab some cheese too. I just, for dietary purposes, am not using cheese in this video. So you're going to go ahead and get your egg in. Once that's in for a few seconds, I'm going to add the crab meat and the bell peppers to 1/2 of this. Okay, so I have gone ahead and I've added the pepper and the crab meat to 1/2. I waited till the egg got just a little bit cooked on the bottom so that it wouldn't tear. So I'm letting it sit that way. You don't want the heat too high because you don't want to cook too fast, but also not too low. And you can just test your parameters with your spatula or fork, whatever you're using. And then if you haven't figured out, we're going to end up just folding this over once it's ready. I'm gonna let that go a little bit because it's just tearing. It's tearing. So once it's firm enough on the bottom to flip, but not overcooked, go ahead and fold it over. And then we're going to fold it again. Okay, so I made that first fold. So it's literally just putting that spatula under that 1/2 like before and just folding it over. So if you haven't figured it out yet, yep, it's just like we're making an omelet at this point. If you were adding cheese, sprinkle your cheese on top when you do your crab and bell pepper. Go ahead and you could like sprinkle your shredded cheese or whatever on top of that at that particular time. So you can mix that all together then. Now I have taken it and I have flipped it, literally just flipped it over because I want to make sure that the other side has enough heat, and it's literally just for a few seconds, and then we are going to fold it over this way, and once we do that, it's going on our muffins. If it's too big for you, use less meat and onions and only use 1 egg instead of 2. So I just did my final fold. So at this point, I turned the heat off in the pan and it's going straight on the muffin. If you are using cheese, great, because that's going to help with binding. It really does help a lot if you do use cheese. Also, because muffins come in different sizes, if it is too big for your muffin, you can cut it straight down in half and actually make 2. So my muffins were a little bit smaller than some of the other muffins, so I went ahead and cut it in half so it wouldn't be too big. So we can actually make 2 with this. So I've gone ahead and placed half of it on my muffin. So that's what it'll look like on your muffin. And if you're wondering what the inside looks like, you can look at the one that I left in the pan that I broke in half. So you can either use this extra, this other half to make a second muffin, or you can put it on the plate as a side and eat it just like an omelet. So I hope this gave you some ideas of things you can do. Of course, you can doctor this up, do whatever you like to make it your own unique thing. This is just like a different version of something that I've done. So I've never tried it this way before. But I just want to give you guys some options since you're stuck in the house. You might not be a person who cooks a lot. You might go out to eat a lot, or you're just tired of eating the same old thing. And by this time, maybe we won't even be in self-isolation. However, as it is, let me know what you think, and of course leave your opinions about things that you have done, you know, that might help make this better. Not judging, but we're just giving tips to what we could do to make it better. Until next time, peace.